we are back in the shop today and we are installing an under 30 anti-theft device on our mud truck. It's also very commonly known as a clutch because realistically, I don't know many people under 30 that know how to drive a clutch. And I'm not talking about your paddle shifters or your little bump and go middle console. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a good old 3 in the tree or a stick out the trans. If you don't know what that is, you need to find out. You need to be able to drive a clutch. So I got Ricky outside. He is getting the truck. Let's go out there to him and see if he's got that thing almost ready to bring in.
Got me out here on my day off working on all this broke ass shit. I mean, y'all know what it's like to have a friend who all his shit's always broke down. Look, he cammed out a station wagon, put an LS swap in it, and then he's gonna go throw these 22s on there. How are we supposed to do donuts and burnouts on rubber bands? And don't even get me started on rubber bands around here, because look at this. The boy went and bought an F-250 to put some 6s and rubber bands on it. He ain't got no meat on them things. Scram when I get stuck. Who's gonna come pull me out? He better scratch his rims. Boy, like a great value Weston Champlin is what he is. Let me get in this rolling tetanus shot and get in there before he starts complaining, because that's really all he does is complain.
There you go. He should have had that thing started up by now. Hey, I'll tell y'all what, I got some units out here today. We're going to be working on them too. Got the old station wagon. Got my old big black truck out here. You got that thing started, man? I was showing them the units.
Yeah, just letting the old fuel pump prime up. You know it don't pump real great. Yeah. Units are complete shit, maybe. Come on, you piece of shit. Thank God. Oh, starter didn't disengage. What's new?
Yeah, it does stick sometimes. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and open this door for you so you can pull in.
Yeah, you go ahead and get that door. Don't worry. I'll be there in about 30 minutes after I get this clutch pumped up. Hopefully the power steering's not dry. We don't know where that's leaking from yet, do we? On my day off.
All right, got that door open. Hey, I just want to remind you guys that I will be in Houston for the Memorial Day NRA conference. I'll be at the car booth. That's KHR. I think it's booth 1428. But while we're waiting on Ricky, he's pulling that thing across the parking lot right now. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people say that it rides rough or it's hard to drive and a lot of other small things, but it's really a safe, easy to drive vehicle.
Come on, you big bitch, turn now. We ain't got no brakes.
All right, guys, so here's a close-up good look of it. Our 82 Toyota pickup on boggers. Love it to death. A great vehicle. Rides great, drives great. Ricky beautifully maneuvered it through the parking lot, past some vehicles, across the highway with traffic coming. I mean, he did a great job, and he made it in here safe. Isn't that right, Ricky?
Yeah, it's in here safe. Didn't almost hit 3 cars and cut off an 18-wheeler doing 65. Didn't do none of that to get it across the road.
Hey, that's what we like to hear, Ricky. Safety is key, important, #1 thing in this shop. We always want everybody to be safe at all times so nobody gets hurt and everybody goes home in the evening. Ricky, if you could actually, would you mind handing me that clutch? It's right beside the Harbor Freight jack stands. Go ahead and bring that over here. Let's get started.
By the what? Don't you dare use the word safe and Harbor Freight jack stands in the same sentence. Okay? That is blasphemy. Because we all know what them motherfuckers will do when you need them the most.
Man, what are you talking about? I've had those jack stands for like 4 straight years. I use them almost every single weekend, and they've never let me down.
4 years? 4 whole years? You've been using these for 4 years. 48 consecutive months, and you're still alive? Look, I'm all for taking risks. Now, I like taking risks, but not that kind, okay? The amount of risk you're taking is like getting a text from your ex-baby mama at 2 a.m. replying and expecting nothing bad to happen, expecting zero drama to come out of that, okay? That's what you're dealing with right here, is a baby mama at 2 a.m. situation. That's how high the risk level is. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Okay, fine. We won't use them, and we're not going to bring up the fact that you text your baby mamas at 2 a.m. pretty much every single weekend after a couple beer in the shop. So why don't we just go ahead and get the clutch and start working on the truck, unless you want to talk about texting Shaniqua 2:15 last Saturday and her coming to pick you up.
When working on older vehicles, you do want to make sure that you have the appropriate parts, but sometimes before ordering those appropriate parts, you want to understand why the old part isn't working. So what we have here is a simple, very easy install hydraulic clutch for this Toyota. But the thing is, we had to troubleshoot before we came to the conclusion that it was the hydraulic clutch right here. So the shafts inside the cylinder housing here.
The more I think about it, I think you leave every single Saturday at 2 to 3 a.m. with some random woman. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually seen the same woman twice in a row. That's terrible. What's wrong with you? I mean, do you not ever want to settle down?
And don't forget, while you're in the cab changing things out, to go ahead and check on your springs and your bolts that keep this clutch in place when not compressed. Because it is a key safety element. You don't want that thing flopping around while you're driving down the road. You don't want to accidentally be burning your clutch up. Because, you know, that would just get somebody hurt. And we don't want anybody hurt, do we?
Hey, that's a great thing to bring up, Ricky. I'm glad you did. So he's right. We don't want anybody hurt out here. If you are not mechanically inclined and you don't feel comfortable doing something, maybe ask a friend who is mechanically inclined. I mean, they get asked all the time. You might as well throw your hat in the ring. And if you don't feel confident, watch a YouTube video. You still don't feel confident, it's okay to take it to a shop. But when you do take it to a shop, you're looking at anywhere from $75 an hour to $125 an hour mechanics fee to troubleshoot something that you probably could have done in your driveway with one YouTube video. But speaking of easy, since we're on the subject, we might as well talk about Ricky's choice in women. Because I'll tell you what, that boy ain't got no standards. He goes for the easiest thing there is, and it is absolutely pitiful. I don't understand why his choice in women is so terrible. I mean, honestly, man, what's wrong with you? Hey guys, so we were actually able to get the clutch swapped out. I bumped my head somehow in the cab and blacked out for a couple minutes. Thank God my buddy Ricky was here. When I woke up and came to, he was standing right over me, you know, fist balled up out of fear for me, you know, fear for my life because I had just fallen out of the truck. But yeah, we got swapped out and we're about to take it on a little test run real quick. We're gonna throw some clips of it going through the mud in here in this video. But I'm gonna go take some aspirin or Aleve or something. I got a pretty bad headache. Still not really sure what hit me. But I'm gonna leave the closing remarks to Ricky here. Walk you guys through any tips or anything like that he could have while I go get some Aleve. And we'll get this thing out in the mud for you guys.
Yeah, I got it from here, old buddy, don't worry. Hey guys, want to let you guys know right now that I think on our side of things in this very shop here, we learned a lot of lessons today. We learned a lot of things about one another, working on vehicles, and how to get something done. We got some stuff done, okay? We finished some things, and we didn't even know we were starting. Anyways, sorry if I wasn't descriptive enough with the hydraulic clutch change out. If you want to know more about the tools needed, the nuts or anything like that required to do this job, go fucking do it yourself. Because I'm not walking you through it step by step. Figure it out. Anyways, the only thing that's going to salvage my off day is to get this thing in a mud hole. So let's make it happen.